All right, daily drive, man. On our way to work, just dropped off Tai, and here we are. Happy Friday. Pretty excited about Friday because it's Friday. Anyways, right? So as of late, I've been waking up with plenty of energy enough to make it to 10 p.m. without having to take a nap, taking any additional supplements that would lead you to believe that I needed help staying awake. Prior to me, really getting invested into this facet of life, which is sleep, I was having way more trouble trying to stay awake than I ever thought I would ever have in my life. Like in my early 20s, no problem. Early, even like my whole 20s, no problem. I could stay up and do hood rat things with my friends at night and probably still have enough energy to go to breakfast the next day. Like that's the level of energy I had. Early 30s, I think I still had that same level of output, but then I don't know what happened. I think it might have been stress. I don't want to scare no one off from doing what they need to do or want to do, but I think the stress of recruiting just jacked up my ish, man. Jacked up my ish. I've I've never really had to like set time aside to go sleep as much as I have prior to me getting diagnosed with sleep apnea. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I did a sleep study. I in fact have it, and I've had it for a hot minute. Not my 20s. My 20s not necessarily a problem. Like I said, I had energy, an abundance amount to be able to do whatever it is I wanted to do, daytime, nighttime, and not have to worry about taking a nap at any point in time. Unless I exhausted myself in the gym, I would take like a 30-minute nap and then wake back up and then still feel like I could do everything I needed to do during the whole entire day without taking additional energy drinks. But man, recruiting, I think like recruiting really, I don't know what it did. It did something. And like coming to Virginia, it was even more evident because on recruiting, I wasn't necessarily getting as much sleep as I probably should have, which actually might have aided me from getting the symptoms that I was getting. One of the major symptoms that I had was this headache from hell. Like my head was pounding so hard, I thought I was in a car crash. Like half the time me waking up after 8 hours of sleep, I would wake up and I thought that I needed to pound caffeine immediately to really combat the symptoms of having a headache, because I thought it was a caffeine headache. I would, no shit, get up in the morning, brew coffee, smash the coffee, like cool it down as quick as possible after brewing it, smash that, make more coffee, and put that in my Yeti, drive to work, sipping on that, get to work, make like 4 cups of coffee additionally, the strong stuff too, like that thing was dark, and I would just drink that thing as my cup emptied throughout the day. I would probably make more coffee too, so I would drink. So now let's pretend we're like measuring cups here. In the morning, I would drink like 2 cups. On the way to work, I'll probably drink a cup and a half. So we'll say, for sake of conversation, we're at 2 cups. And then I brewed 4 more cups. I would probably drink that before noon. So now we keep on adding more cups, because now I still have to function throughout like the half of the day from noon to like 4:30ish. I would brew like 2 more cups, and I would save that for driving home. Unless I found a 5-hour energy drink, then I would drink that. But I'd probably still bring that coffee home on my drive, just in case I needed that extra little boost. Needless to say, like no human is supposed to drink 10 cups of coffee a day and feel normal. And that was the life that I was living for a hot minute till I actually got my sleep study done. And it was interesting enough that, when you do your sleep study, that people there have done it for so long, just you telling them your symptoms prior to the sleep study, they can already pre-diagnose you. So I got there. They ran me through some quick questions. the first question, do I wake up with headaches? And I was like, yeah, I wake up with headaches. I tried drinking caffeine to make it go away. I'll take Tylenol, it doesn't go away. Ibuprofen doesn't go away. Like, it's just there till it runs its course. Usually, like, around, so if I wake up at 5:30, usually around 8 it's starting to go away. And she's like, okay, anything else? I'm like, if I had to drive home at noon, I'm drinking coffee because I'm probably gonna pass out if there was traffic and we had to stop. If I have to drive past, let's say 8, not happening. I'm probably like napping somewhere, or my daughter's in my arms and I'm passing out. Like, I just don't have the energy for all that. So she was like, do you wake up at night? I'm like, I mean, I wake up at night all the time. I'm not sure what it is. I just feel like my body just jolted me and I'm waking up. And then she's finally said, all right, well, you very much have the symptoms of sleep apnea. We're going to do the study just to really have more quantifiable facts to support the diagnosis. So I did it. As it turns out, I wake up every so often, but when I wake up, it's not like I wake up and turn sideways. It's like I wake up coughing, gasping for air, jolting, like my body just is trying to resurrect itself. So we're talking about the information that we've gathered, it was basically said that because I'm not getting enough oxygen into my brain, or just like circulating oxygen as a normal human while sleeping, carbon monoxide that's developed throughout the body gets stuck in here, gets absorbed, and I'm basically getting poisoned every night, which is a terrible thing. And I think that's why like a lot of folks have high blood pressures, because now your heart is working that much harder at rest when it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be chilling. And my shit was not chilling. It was pumping its ass off trying to keep me alive, or at least to keep me from getting poisoned. So I think that's like one thing people run into is like as they get older, they just kind of die in their sleep because they're probably getting carbon monoxide poisoning, which was what was happening to me essentially. And I'm telling you, look, folks, if you have trouble sleeping, you're tired throughout the day, you're waking up with headaches, you got to do yourself a solid, especially you military folks, because it's free for us, man. The sleep study is free. And yeah, you're going to get disability. It's like 50% right now if you get the machine. More important than anything else, you're going to have a happier life, man. Like, I'm telling you, right, I can drive home at any point in time from work, pick up my girls, play the whole entire time that we're at home before they go to bed, and still have enough energy to watch like a Blazer game, which pops off at like 10 at night because, East Coast, West Coast time, that 3-hour difference really be messing me up. But like I'm saying, I got mad energy now. I never thought like my life would be like this, like where I was, whether I was like, damn, am I just getting old or what's going on with me? Man, I'm glad I closed the loop on that. Thank God I did. Never thought I'd ever have a machine tied to my nose. Like, look, it's not even a big deal. Like, I got a mask that I could wear. I don't wear that one. I just wear like this thing that goes in my nose like that, and it shoves air to my nose. There's a cord that goes around my head like that, and it stays on the whole night for majority of the time. Sometimes my wife will wake me up because I'll be like sucking in air, breathing through my mouth and whatnot, which means the thing's probably off. But other than that, man, best thing ever is for you folks out there struggling with sleep, having a hard time, waking up, having headaches in the morning from waking up, even though you had 8 hours of sleep. You're tired throughout the day. Like, if there was a stoplight, I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I might not make it, Jack. I might pass out. I ain't got to worry about that no more, man. I got all the energy. I drink like 1 cup of coffee a day. That's it in the morning. And I do that as I'm like just getting ready, reading, doing stuff around the house in the morning before the babies wake up. Like, man, 1 cup of coffee now. And look, man, I'm just telling y'all, I'm just an advocate for y'all and for myself. Health is important. But anyways, look, If you got any questions about like CPAP, sleep study, especially if you're in the military, feel free to help me up, man, or hit me up. I'd be more than happy to like share the information with you. It's easier than you think, man. Way easier than you think. You need to get diagnosed. You need to take care of yourself, because once you get out, it's not going to be as seamless of a thing for you to do. It might be. I'm not sure. I'm not a civilian yet. I got like 10 more months. But for y'all in the military, go get that sleep study. Especially if you're in your mid-30s. That's something that you probably should do. Look, man, you don't know it, but we deal with a lot of bullshit. We deal with a lot of stress, and we don't even recognize it anymore because we've been living that life in stress for so long that when we do have time to sleep, like our body is still in like search and rescue mode, and it's not calming down. Anyways, that's like one thing I was thinking about this morning on my wake up call. You know, when I woke up doing my things around the house, I was full of energy, and as I'm driving, I'm thinking about like, man, look at me, I'm driving, I'm not even tired, I have coffee here, I haven't drank it yet. Blessed. Happy Friday, y'all. Like, subscribe, and if you got questions, I'm telling you, if you got questions, I will help you as much as I can. I can answer some of the basic stuff. Go to your medical physician, ask them the question. If you can do a sleep study, they shouldn't be able to turn you down. You know, it's your body. Just take care of yourself. Deuces.